for launch. We're just waiting on the final go, no-go from the launch director.
This is the MD. MD is go for launch.
Good go for launch confirmation. We're going to go ahead and step back on our commentary, watch along with you, and join you on the other side of liftoff.
T minus 30 seconds. T minus 15 seconds. T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. And liftoff of Falcon 9. Go SpaceX, go SDA.
Vehicle is pitching downrange.
Pressure nominal.
At T plus 30 seconds and counting, Falcon 9 has successfully lifted off from Slick 4 East at Vandenberg Space Force Base in California. We're now throttling down the engines to prepare for max Q, which is the point of maximum aerodynamic pressure.
Power and telemetry nominal.
During ascent, and good call out there for nominal telemetry. Now, max Q occurs when the combination of speed and air pressure puts the greatest stress on the vehicle.
Vehicle is supersonic.
There's that call out that the vehicle is now supersonic, going faster than the speed of sound. We should be hearing that call out for max Q in just a few moments from now.
Max Q.
And there's that call out for max Q. Now, coming up next, we'll have a few events happening in quick succession, starting with MECO, followed by stage separation, and then SES-1. Main engine cutoff, or MECO, is where all 9 Merlin 1D engines shut down on the booster to slow the vehicle down in preparation for stage separation, which is where the first and second stages separate. Following this...
MVAC chill.
And good call out there for MVAC chill. Now, following that, the MVAC engine on the second stage will light, which is called out as second engine start 1, or SES-1. Now, this engine burn lasting several minutes will propel the second stage and the payload to orbit. And in addition to these major events, the fairing halves will separate about 50 seconds after SES-1. Now, as a reminder, we will not have any views of the Falcon 9 second stage or the payload at the request of our customer. Now, this series of events, again starting with MECO, is set to begin in just about 15 seconds from now.
Stage separation confirmed.
Main engine cutoff. MVAC startup.
And there we heard that series of back-to-back callouts, which again were MECO, followed by stage separation, and then SES-1. And coming up shortly, we should hear a callout for fairing separation, but as a reminder, we will not be showing it on screen. As I mentioned earlier, both of the payload fairing halves supporting today's mission are flight proven, with one half flying for its 6th time and the other for its 5th.
Fairing separation confirmed.
And there's that.
Good call-outs, good milestones so far on the mission for the Space Development Agency so far. This third flight supporting the Tranche 1 Transport Layer mission letter E. This is the third out of 6 flights supporting the communication satellites that are in this part of the Space Development Agency's constellation that they have dubbed the Proliferated Warfighter Space Architecture. Coming up on 4 minutes into flight so far. Next up for SpaceX is the start of the entry burn. 3-engine burn, helping to slow the booster down as it comes back through the atmosphere and to set up the landing burn. Entry burn set to begin at about T plus 6 minutes 23 seconds, so roughly 2 minutes from now. Booster appears to have reached its apogee today, about 123 kilometers in altitude. Those puffs that you see occasionally between the hypersonic grid fins, those are the cold gas thrusters that help SpaceX adjust the attitude or positioning on the Falcon 9 first stage booster, making sure it's in the right orientation prior to the start of the 3-engine entry burn. A little more than 5 minutes into flight, the entry burn now about 1 minute 20 seconds away. Taking a look up through the vehicle's inner stage there. Less than 1 minute to the start of the entry burn. As a reminder, we will be moving fairly quickly from the end of this broadcast to the start of our coverage for Starship Flight 13. We will have a series of guests who are going to be joining us for our coverage of Starship Flight 13. 6 minutes on the clock here for this Falcon 9 rocket launch, though. Less than 20 seconds to the start of the entry burn. Let's listen in.
Stage 1 FTS is safed.
Stage 1, entry burn startup.
And there's that call out for entry burn startup on the Falcon 9 first stage. This burn is set to last about 26 seconds and again is slowing down the vehicle in preparation for its final burn and landing.
Stage 1, entry burn shutdown.
And there's that.
With a good conclusion of the entry burn, coming up next will be the single engine landing burn, which will take the booster all the way down to the drone ship called, Of Course I Still Love You. Coming up on 8 minutes into the mission now, the single engine landing burn set to begin about T plus 8 minutes and 13 seconds. Upper stage in terminal guidance. There will be a couple of calls. The landing burn will begin, then we'll hear a call for second stage engine cutoff, and then the booster will land. Let's listen in for all those.
Landing burn.
And there's that call out for the landing burn startup of our Falcon 9 booster.
Stage 1, landing leg deploy.
And vac shutdown.
Stage 1, landing confirmed.
And
a good landing for SpaceX's booster 1103. Confirmation of nominal orbit insertion, and the water jets are on to cool down the drone ship there. Again, SpaceX is not showing views of the upper stage at the request of the Space Development Agency. Here's a look at the inside of SpaceX's Mission Control Center in Hawthorne, California. Going to be a busy day for SpaceX from here in Texas as they're monitoring the progress of the deployment of the satellites as well as the upcoming countdown for Starship Flight 13,